Yo, what's up guys, it is your Offensive Seahawks fan back with another video, and today I'm giving you my 5 most disappointing players from the NFL this past season. There's going to be no order in which these players are in. These are just the 5 most disappointing players I could think of who were supposed to have great years, but really just didn't. And number 5, we have Panthers running back Miles Sanders. The Panthers' terrible condition was made worse by their heavy reliance on subpar players they signed in free agency last offseason, though none of their additions ended up being more disastrous than Miles Sanders. The former Philadelphia Eagle, who had a career year in 2022 with his best stats being 1,269 rushing yards, 11 rushing touchdowns, and 5 yards per carry. Then in that offseason, he signed a 4-year, $25.5 million contract with the Panthers. And this season, he started 5 games scoring 1 touchdown, career lows in yards per run with 3.3 and 432 rushing yards. That really didn't help when them running backs were just demanding to be used better. That ain't a good look at all, but this ain't the only running back that's going to be on this list. Number 4 is Bills wide receiver Stefon Diggs. It's very impossible to ignore the fact that Diggs hasn't really been the same since his brother Trayvon Diggs of the Dallas Cowboys posted his tweet saying, 14 gotta get up out of Buffalo, in regarding to the Bills' slump they had during the season. Even though he had 5 100-yard games in his first 6 games, Diggs averaged 45 receiving yards per game over his final 7 games, and he only hit the end zone once during that time. Though his 87-yard effort in Week 18 did give reasons for hope, the Bills they couldn't really get anything done in the playoffs. And it didn't help the fact that Stefon Diggs still didn't look like he was trying his best out there. It wouldn't be shocking if he tried demanding a trade in the offseason, even though he already said he doesn't want to be traded. People love lying in the NFL, and Diggs might be one of them liars. And number 3 is Los Angeles Chargers running back Austin Ekeler. The Chargers' rushing offense was ranked 25th this season, largely due to Ekeler's regression. From 2021 to 2022, Ekeler did lead the team in total touchdowns with 38 and scrimmage yards with 3,195. Ekeler finished with 628 rushing yards and 6 total touchdowns, averaging a career low 3.5 yards per carry. Did have 51 catches for 436 yards, but there was a lot of times this year where it looked like he was Eddie Lacy out there. Sure, he was injured a little bit, but when he was playing, he did not look good. Yes, it didn't help the fact that Herbert, Mike Williams, Corey Linsley, Keenan Allen were getting hurt. You still gotta do your job. But he couldn't. Ekeler, who was turning 29 years old sometime, and as a free agent, will most likely be on a different team. No shot he is the leading back, though, after what he did this season. Number 2 is Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts. The 2022 MVP frontrunner had a very strong start to the first season of his 5-year, $255 million contract. But concerns, eyebrow-raising, just a lot about his future with the team have been sparked by his problems in the second half and Philadelphia's catastrophic 1-5 finish and a very early exit from the playoffs after getting manhandled, absolute manhandled by Baker Mayfield in that Buccaneers team. Hurts was 3rd in interceptions with 15 this year. He did throw for 3,858 yards and 23 touchdowns, though. He also showed significantly greater carelessness with the football, and he hasn't been as dangerous with his legs as it was the previous season, but he did become the first quarterback to get tush-pushed 15 times for touchdowns this season, so hey, that's a plus. He averaged 15 less yards on the ground as well. I know most of this wasn't his fault, why that team started regressing, but he was a good factor of why. He did not play like the new Lamar Jackson people say he is. He wasn't playing like the better than Josh Allen people say he was. And number one, my most disappointing player in the NFL in 2023 is none other than Raiders running back Josh Jacobs. What happened, dude? 2022, you were the leading rusher in the NFL with 1,653 yards and 12 touchdowns with 4.9 yards a carry. Ungodly numbers right there. And then in the offseason, you moaned, you complained. Oh, you were doing everything trying to get another contract, as at the time you did deserve one, but 805 yards and 6 touchdowns in 13 games this season, with the career worst 3.5 rushing yards per attempt after demanding money. That's not a good look for you or any of the other running backs I have talked about in this list. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you'll never miss an upload. I will see you in the next video. Go Hawks!